Okay, so now we're going to look at the essay, or more typically the opinion essay, which is a very typical piece of writing you may well get in your B2. The objective, again, simply expressed, give your opinion and reasons for it and convince others. Again, what can you say about this? Of course, it's going to ask your opinion, but you have to give reasons for it. Again, it does seem obvious, but do not simply state an opinion without backing it up. You must give a reason for your opinion. Why do you believe what you believe? Why is this your opinion? Where does it come from? And try to convince others. So you should try to use convincing language. Again, we're going back to modal verbs. Okay, you would, I should, if I were you, or conditionals. Try to use this type of construction. Okay, let's have a look at an example. This is an example of a question you might get, the type of question you might get. It gives you the context in your English class. You have been talking about the use of technology by school children. Now your English teacher has asked you to write an essay. Okay, write an essay using all the notes and giving reasons for your point of view. It's about technology, it's a typical example. It has a bad effect on school children's lives. The question is, do you agree? You have two notes, number one, number two, they give you two, and the third one has to be your own idea. Okay, this is the type of format you may get. What can we take from that? That the writing is for your English teacher. Again, it's important to know in all pieces of writing who you are writing to. This is for your English teacher. Okay, so this is an essay for your English teacher. Okay, you've got notes, and you have to include point one, point two with reasons, and then you have to think of something which is an original thought, something of your own idea, again with reasons. Okay, the important thing to take away from this is that, okay, that we have to argue a point of view, argue an opinion, and back it up. Okay, back it up or with reasons. Is it used too much by school children? What do you think? Does it have an effect on education? Is it a good effect? Is it a bad effect? Okay, so basically what you have to take away from this is that whatever the subject, you have to give an opinion and you have to back it up. Of course, the subject may be something you've never thought about. Well, you have to try to invent something, okay? You can invent it, you can lie, as long as you give an opinion and back it up. You're going to be judged on your English, the state, the quality of your English, okay? But you have to give a reason and back it up. So you have to give justification. The structure, simple structure. Imagine it's only one point of view or for against. It's probably easier if you have the possibility to argue for and against. It's probably more balanced. So you have your introduction, idea one with reasons and examples, idea two with reasons and examples, and then a conclusion. So if you've got for and against, for example, idea one could be for, okay, you're in favor of, maybe as the example we saw before, using technology for school children. Idea two, you can think of something contradictory. But however, okay, there are some possible negative effects or negative aspects to the use of technology. And in the conclusion, this is where you give your opinion. Okay, your opinion. Overall, what is your opinion? Is it good? Is it bad? Okay, so if you can do a for and against, it normally works out in a more balanced way. All right, in a more balanced way. If you're only giving one point of view, then that's okay too. Okay, just make sure you have enough arguments to fill 2 paragraphs at least, plus the introduction, plus the conclusion. All right. The style, formal, semi-formal style. Okay, formal or semi-formal. So this is maybe not so formal as the report, but it's more formal than the article. Okay, and be objective. This is objective. Okay, it's not subjective. This is something you have to, this is not necessarily, you don't have to argue necessarily what you believe. You have to argue something more objectively, what people do. Maybe give a statistic and say the statistics show that this is the case, okay? The hints, as always, in all of them, use linkers. This applies to all the types of writings. Use linkers to connect the paragraphs and use linkers within the paragraphs as well. The more linkers you use, the easier it is to read. Okay, but try to don't just use and or but. Okay, these are a little too simple and too informal. This is not an informal piece of writing. So try to use linkers that are a little more formal. Okay, try to use a however, and although, this type of thing. And in the conclusion, make sure you paraphrase. As I said before, the conclusion, You shouldn't add anything new, but you should paraphrase what has come before. And if you're giving an opinion essay, this is where you give your opinion, okay? So you give your opinion, paraphrasing the reasons for your opinion, okay? And thank you for your attention.